Welcome to Practices from the Road. I'm Jennifer Lane, and we're here in Carlsbad, California. As you can see, it's a beautiful day, and I love it. I love feeling the sun on my skin and looking up and seeing the bright blue sky, and the ocean is right behind me. I'm actually here at my RV site and learning every day that RV living is quite a crazy and wonderful experience. That was a little beetle crawling on my leg. You can have all kinds of visitors when practicing outside. So anyway, this practice is a combination of yoga movement followed by a nice sweet meditation, and it's my way of sharing my journey with you. Okay, so let's start. Find your comfortable seat and let your eyes close. With your eyes closed, settle into your breath, feeling the rhythm, the rise and fall of your breath like the ebb and flow of the waves. And with your attention on your breath, notice the deepening, like the tide is coming in. And draw a deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth, exhale, release. Inhale through your nose. Open your mouth, exhale, and as you do so, feel your jaw relaxing, feel your neck and shoulders relaxing. One more breath like that, breathing in through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Bring the palms together at your heart, creating connection from mind to heart to body. May this practice feed that sense of connection and presence. Reach your arms up with your next inhalation, stretching all the way up through the tips of your fingers and even beyond. And then open your arms, open your eyes, and let the light back in. Okay, come to all fours. All fours, you're planting your hands, your shoulder width apart, and your knees, your sitting bone width apart. So you've got an alignment for your shoulders to your wrist and your knees to your hips. So inhale, arch, look upwards. As you exhale, round your back, drawing in and up through your belly button. And look forward, arching your spine. And look underneath your belly, between your thighs as you arch and round through your back. One more, looking upwards and looking inwards. Come to a neutral spine, midway between those 2 points. Then tuck your toes, lift your knees, come to downward dog. And alternately bend one knee, then the other knee, shifting your hips from side to side. So this practice will be pretty invigorating. I hope you enjoy it. Do what you can, and you can continue to practice. Doing this practice time and time again, finding those areas of challenge and working into them with ease and with patience. Climb up high onto the balls of both feet now. Bend your knees deeply, lifting even higher through your hips. Get a nice opening through the lower back. Gaze forward between your hands and come to plank pose, shoulders over your wrists. And bend your knees, move your hips up and back. Gaze forward, plank pose. Move with strength. Move back through your hips, bend your knees one more time. Come forward to plank pose, then lower down to your belly. Untuck your toes, rise up to a low cobra, inhaling. Then exhale, lower your chin down to the mat. Rise back up to cobra pose. This time lift your hands from the mat, lifting to the backs of your shoulders and the backs of your arms. Bend your knees here and lift your feet from the mat about 6 inches. Keep your knees down to get a stronger engagement of the muscles on either side of your spine. Toes to the floor, hands to the floor, rise up, plank pose, and push back, down dog. Bend your knees, look forward, hop or step your feet to your hands. Rise to the tips of your fingers. Exhale, bend the knees and rock your weight more into your heels. So you have an easeful fold. No strain in your lower back. Rise up all the way, Urdhva Hastasana, reaching to the sky. Exhale, bring your hands together at your heart. Reach the arms up. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale and bow, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise to the tips of your fingers. As you exhale, step your left foot back into a low lunge. The back knee will touch the floor and then the arms reach up to the sky. And you gaze up, looking to the sky. Hands to the heart, touch the mat, step back, down dog, bend the knees. Inhale the plank pose, exhale chaturanga. Inhale the upward dog or cobra pose. Exhale, press down and then up to plank and downward dog. Look forward to your hands, step the left foot forward, lower the back knee down. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. Hands to your heart, touch the mat, step right foot forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise all the way. Exhale, palms at your heart. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale to the tips of your fingers. Exhale, step your right foot back, knee to the mat. Sweep the arms up. Hands to your heart, touch the mat, step back, down dog, bend the knees. Plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, down to your belly, tuck your toes, plank pose, downward dog. Look forward, right foot forward. Back knee to the mat, sweep the arms. Inhale. Exhale, hands to your heart, touch the mat, step forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, palms at your heart. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, bow forward. Rise to your fingertips, step your left foot back into the low lunge. Sweep the arms to the sky. And bring your hands to your heart. Touch the mat. Straighten your front leg. Come into Ardha Hanumanasana. Peeling your toes from the mat. Spread your toes. Bend the elbows wide to bow in. From here, bend your front knee, gaze forward. Lift the back knee from your mat. Turn the heel down to the floor. And bring your right forearm to your thigh. And sweep the left arm overhead, coming into Parsvakonasana. Stretching long through both sides of your body. Push into your forearms. Give yourself a little more lift. You can even turn and gaze upwards. Let the sun beam on your face, or imagine it beaming on your face. So, so glorious. And circle the left hand down to the inside of your front foot, and we'll pivot into a high lunge, twisting, reaching the right arm up to the sky. Either continue to reach straight up overhead, or reach your arm at a diagonal in the same line as your back leg. Lengthen out through your fingertips and through your back heel. Again, touch the mat, step back into downward dog. Inhale forward, plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Rise to cobra. Inhale. Exhale to your belly. Lift up, plank pose, and press back to down dog. Lift the left leg up to the sky. Open your hips, stacking left hip over right. You can do a bend through that left knee. Give yourself a little stretch through the front of the left thigh and psoas. Then gaze forward between your hands. Step your foot between your hands. Keep looking forward and simply step the right foot forward next to the left. Inhale, rise all the way, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands meet at your heart. Inhale, sweep the arms. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale to your fingertips. Step your right foot back into a low lunge. Reach the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, hands to your heart. Touch the mat. Straighten your front leg as you shift your hips back. Ardha Hanuman. Peel the toes of your front foot away from your mat. You can lift up a little bit to give yourself some space. And then bend the elbows and bow in, working on keeping the spine really long as you fold. So there is no overstretching in the body. And bend your front knee. Lift your back knee up. Pivot your heel down to your mat. Then left forearm to your thigh, and right arm will sweep overhead, coming to Parsvakonasana, second side. Push into your forearm to lift through the left side waist. And as you continue to lift and lengthen, you maybe will be able to turn and look upwards towards the sky. Feeling that nice opening through your body, welcoming it in. And bring your right hand down to your mat. Pivot again onto the ball of your back foot and come into a high lunge, high twisting lunge. So now the left arm will reach upwards towards the sky. Reach the left arm over your head, feeling that opposition of the fingertips reaching out at one angle and the back heel reaching in the opposite direction. And left hand will come down to your mat, step back into downward dog. Inhale forward to plank pose. Exhale to your belly. Inhale to cobra. Exhale to your belly. Inhale to plank and press back to down dog. Right leg up to the sky. Open through your hip. And then bend your right knee. Feeling heavy through your heel and knee. And that will allow for a deeper stretch and opening through the front of the right hip and thigh. And gaze forward between your hands. Step your foot forward. Continue to gaze forward. Step the left foot forward next to the right. Uttanasana. Inhale, rise up. Reach up. Exhale, hands together to your heart. Inhale, reach the arms. Exhale, bow forward. Rise to the fingertips. Bend your knees, plant your hands down, float or step back to chaturanga. Inhale to upward dog. Exhale, press back to downward dog. Inhale again to plank pose. Exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Untuck your toes and release your hands behind your back. Rise up, Shalabhasana. Spread through your toes, even see if you can feel the pinky toenails pressing down into your mat. And then draw your chin towards your throat to lengthen through the back of your neck, bringing space and breath to that space right at the base of your skull. Release your hands either side of your chest. Tuck your toes. Chaturanga, so lift through your thighs and through your belly, and then the rest of your body rises. From chaturanga, plank pose, and press back to down dog. Step your feet together. Come into side plank on your right hand and the outer edge of your right foot. Trace the left arm up the inside of your right, across your collarbones, and then lift up through your fingertips. You can continue to gaze down towards the ground or look straight ahead. And then reach the left arm over your head. Circle that left arm down to the mat. Come to three-legged dog pose. So as the left hand touches the left leg, lifts. Three-legged dog pose. And step your foot forward to warrior one. Sweep the arms up to the sky. Gaze up. And then open the arms. Interlace your hands behind your back and draw them down the inside of your back leg. As you take the next exhale, bow forward, bringing your head, maybe your whole torso, to the inside of that front thigh. And let your head hang so the back of the neck is long and free. From here, sweep the arms up, find your way back into warrior one, and then open into warrior two, adjusting the back foot as needed so you can have a nice long stance. Place your right hand over your heart and reach the left arm over your head, coming into reverse warrior. Stay low through your hips. And come into Parsvakonasana, forearm to your thigh. Right arm will circle over your head, stretching long. And continue that circle, so sweeping the right arm in front of your face. And as you circle down, touch the floor with the left hand, straighten your front leg, and come into triangle pose, reaching that right arm up towards the sky. And you can gaze up if it doesn't strain your neck, or keep your neck relaxed. Reach the right arm over your head. Bend your front knee. Both hands will touch the mat. Lift the left leg up to the sky, three-legged dog pose. Open your hip, bend your knee, and flip your dog open, coming into wild thing. Left arm overhead, and then touch your heart with your hand. And reach the hand back down to the mat, left leg up to the sky. Keep it up. I'm going to hop forward so I'm more on my mat. Plank pose, lower down to chaturanga, and then rising, upward dog, and exhale, press back to downward dog. From down dog, right leg up, step it forward to warrior one. Inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Then open your arms, interlace your hands behind your back, curl the heart, exhale, bow forward, heart, down, head, down, hips stay high. Really let the back of the neck be long, the crown of the head reaching down towards your mat. Inhale to rise up, warrior one, and then open into warrior two, widening your stance. Left hand over your heart, reverse your warrior, reaching back. And then bring your right forearm to your thigh, coming into Parsvakonasana. Left arm reaches up and over your head. Gaze down, circle the right arm, or the left arm continues to circle around, touching the mat now with your right hand. Straighten the right leg. Continue to circle the left arm all the way back to Trikonasana. And from here, reach the left arm over, creating more space in your body. Bend your front knee. Take both hands down. Sweep that right leg up to the sky. Open it up. Bend your knee. Coming into wild thing. Turning open. And take the right hand over your heart. And then touch the floor with the right hand. The right leg rises up. Uh-oh. Plank pose to chaturanga. I realize I just forgot your side plank on that second side. So we'll do side plank right this moment. Come onto your left hand and outer edge of your left foot. The right arm reaches up to the ceiling, the sky. That's what happens sometimes when you're in your own flow. Reach the right arm over your head. Touch the mat and lift back into your downward dog. Gaze forward between your hands, bend your knees, hop or step forward. Rise to fingertips, and then exhale. Heel toe your feet together, take your knees wide, hands to the mat for Bakasana, for crow pose. So squeeze your knees into the outside of your arms, and as you squeeze in, hug in your feet, rise up from your mat. And if you're feeling a little feisty, you can do some Bakasana push-ups, bending your elbows and straightening your elbows, coming up and down. And then move back into chaturanga, either stepping back or floating back. Rising upward dog or cobra pose. Exhale, press back to your down dog. From down dog, step the left foot forward. Lower your back knee down. Bring your hands up to the sky. Inhaling here. Exhale, hands to the back of your head. And lean back into your hands. Use your hands to support your head, support your neck, and bring your head upright. Place the hands to the mat and sweep that left leg up and back, three-legged dog pose. Exhale, draw your knee into your chest. Inhale, reach the leg up. Exhale, draw your knee to the outside of your left shoulder. Inhale, reach it back. Exhale, draw your knee to your chest. One more inhale, reach the leg back. Exhale, draw your knee to the left shoulder. Bend both elbows. Catch the elbow into your right side belly and lift the back leg up. And left leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. And take your foot down to the mat. Right leg up to the sky. Step your foot forward between your hands. Reach the arms up, low lunge. Interlace your hands behind your head. Lean your head back into your hands, supporting yourself in this way. Nice stretch through the front of the left thigh here. Use your hands to bring your head upright. Take the hands down to the mat, three-legged dog, right leg up. Exhale, knee to your chest. Inhale, reach the leg up. Knee to the right arm, exhale. Inhale, reach the leg up. Exhale, knee to your chest. Leg up, inhale. Exhale, knee to your right elbow. Bend both elbows. Elbow catches the left side belly. Left leg rises. Three-legged dog. Right leg high. Plank pose. Chaturanga. Upward dog or cobra pose. And exhale, press back to down dog. Take your feet wide in your dog pose. And walk your hands back to your feet, turning the heels in. Come down into Malasana. Palms will meet together at the heart. Then just rock a little bit from side to side, allowing the hips to descend down towards the mat. If it feels really tight in the backs of your heels or in your feet, you can raise your heels up on a blanket for a little extra support. Close your eyes. So one more little arm balance. Hands down to your mat, straighten your legs and turn your feet to parallel again. Walk your hands forward and walk your feet together. Lift the left leg up, inhale. Exhale, step your foot forward to your lunge and pivot your back heel down. Warrior one, rising up. This is the preparation. Interlace your hands behind your back, curling the heart. Exhale, bow forward to humble warrior. So some of you may stay here. Some of you release your hands down to the mat. Take your left hand around the left leg. And you can give your calf a little push. So push your calf forward to hook your left shoulder behind your calf. Then plant your left hand down to your mat. From here, pull in through your lower belly, pivot onto the ball of your right foot. Press into your hands and play with lifting the front foot up off of the mat. From here, you can kick the left foot forward and slightly out to the side, bending both elbows. For this version, catch your right side belly with your right elbow. Turn your face to the left as you look to your toes and you reach out through both legs. Right toes touch the mat. Bend your left knee. Lift back to three-legged dog pose. Mindful through the whole transition. Three-legged dog, bending your knee. And let's do wild thing again. Catching the ball of your foot to the floor. Curling the heart up. Lower your hips down. Bring your left hand over your heart. And then lift the hips back up. Touch the floor with your left hand. Come back to three-legged dog pose. Exhale. Plank to chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, press back to downward dog. Do the other side. Lift the right leg up. Step your foot forward into your lunge. Look forward, then pivot your back heel down. Come to warrior one. Arms up. Interlace the hands behind your back. Curl it up. Exhale, bow forward to your humble warrior. You're welcome to stay here. This is a powerful pose in itself. Or move on. Bring your hands down to your mat. Take the right hand behind your right calf. Give your calf a little push forward. Tuck the right shoulder underneath. Snuggle it in underneath the right knee. Right hand comes down to the mat. Pivot onto the ball of the back foot. Push into your hands and see if you can float that right foot up off the mat. From there, kick the right leg forward. Bend both elbows, bending the left elbow into the side of your belly. Then reach out through your toes as the left leg rises up from the mat. Touch the back toes to the mat. Bend your right knee and lift back up into your three-legged dog pose. Continue to lift and bend your right knee and come into wild thing, turning your heart up to the sky, hand to your heart as you lower your hips down towards the earth, and then you come back over, touch the mat, three-legged dog pose, come forward plank, chaturanga, inhale, upward dog, and exhale, press back to down dog. Bend your knees, gaze forward, hop or step forward, rise to fingertips. Exhale, take a seat. Right leg will go forward, left foot comes in really close, bending the knee. Hold on to the front of your shin bone to give yourself extra lift through your spine. Then continue to hold on to your knee with your right hand. Lift the left arm up. Turn towards your left hand behind you on the mat. And then lift the right arm up, lengthening through the side body. And bring your elbow to the outside of your thigh. And give yourself a little extra twist here. Unwind, and open your knee out to the side, coming into Janu Shirshasana, side bend variation, so the right hand will come to the inside of your leg, left arm reaches up and overhead. You're welcome to go all the way over towards your foot, or just stay in this really sweet midway position. Possibly twisting upwards towards the sky. And then bring yourself upright and switch sides. Left leg forward, right knee in. Hug your knee in to lengthen through your spine. Hold onto your leg with your left hand. Reach the right arm up. As you reach, turn. And once the right hand touches the mat, then lift the left arm up and reach a little longer. And bring your elbow to the outside of your knee. Give yourself a little push and twist.
Can I bother you for a minute?
I'm actually making a video right now.
What?
I'm making a video right now. Okay. Sorry about that. That happens too when you're living outside. Okay, Janu Shirshasana. The right leg opens out to the side and come into the side bend variation. Left hand to the inside of your leg, right arm reaches overhead, stretching long. And then bring yourself upright. Turn to face the front of your mat. Bring both legs straight in front. Then bend both knees, hands behind you. Lean back on your hands and arch through the spine, a gentle extension through your whole spine. And you can lie all the way down on your back and bring the knees in. Take the knees wide. Happy baby pose. Rocking yourself side to side. Bring the knees in. Yourself a squeeze. And roll over to your side. And from your side, rise up to a seated position. And let's sit together for a little moment. So I'm going to move my mat next to you so we can sit side by side and look out towards the ocean. If you need the extra support of the wall against your back or a pillow underneath your hips, you're welcome to take any form of support you need and settle into your seated position. Allow the eyes to be softly open. Connecting with your breath. Feeling the rise and fall of your breath. Like the ebb and flow of waves on the ocean. The deepening of your breath, the rising tide. And taking everything as it comes. Seeing the perfection in all things. Even when they don't go according to plan. Even when you're interrupted. There's always an opportunity to reconnect, to step back into the flow. And possibly realizing that you're never not in the flow. It only seems to be that way sometimes. And here you sit right in the middle. The interface between inner and outer. Inhale and exhale. Ebb and flow. Resting into the absolute perfection of this moment. And all its beautiful order and messiness. Deep breath in and sigh the breath out. And in the next few moments, unwind your legs and lie on your back, resting in Shavasana with the palms turned open in a gesture of receptivity. Shavasana is our pose of integration. And I invite you to stay here for several minutes. I'll see you again soon. From my heart to your heart, to the one heart. Namaste, and blessed be.